And he was quiet for a while. He was obviously in trouble. And then he said to me, well, we face Jerusalem. And I said, so in Czechoslovakia, Jerusalem lies in the east? And he was deadly silent for a while and ummed and ahed and didn't answer. Judaism today is not Judaism, it's Kabbalism. There are only a small proportion of real Orthodox Bible-believing Jews, and they are so indoctrinated they even are in that situation where many of them believe that only they and nobody else will see the kingdom of heaven. The rest is Kabbalism, subject to Rome. I will show you this in the next lectures. If you think the great leaders of the banking elite that the world out there tries to sell off as the New World Order people, they are tiny little pawns subject to Rome. Rome is the one that the Bible says we must watch. Rome is the one that will receive worship. These are occultists. They will bow the foot and the knee to Sunday worship. You watch them. The Rothschild cousins, Eli, Guy, Elaine, are they the ones who control the world? 3 men? Well, it's easy. 3 men would be gone, right? No, no, no. There must be something much mightier than them behind them. The Roman Catholic system, the greatest hierarchy that ever lived. All these great buildings, all these great enclaves receiving their triangles and their mystic signs. They are really nothing other than occultists. Let us show you something that might interest you. Here is the Star of David. Can you see it? Very interesting. Now, what is written in the middle over there? Well, it says in the middle that there is no God save Allah. Ya Allah. Isn't that interesting? So the symbol of Islam, the secret symbol of Islam, sometime after completing parts, well, never mind that. The secret symbol of Islam is also the hexagram, which is the so-called Star of David. Well, let's go to India and look at this interesting one over here. Here is Lord Ganesh, who is just a symbol of Osiris, of course, being worshipped over here. And on the reverse, what do we have? The hexagram. And what does it say in the middle there? It says Om. So the hexagram is the symbol of Hinduism, the hexagram is the symbol of Islam, the hexagram is the symbol of Judaism, the hexagram is the symbol of Catholicism, the hexagram is the symbol of occultism, the hexagram, the hexagram, the hexagram. Do you think that they are opposed to each other? They're not opposed to each other, it's a joke. Well, let me show you the Idlib Museum in Syria. I really was there. It's not just put there graphically. And let me show you the hexagram in the Hittite culture. There it is. And you know what? The people there, they knew it. The guide of the museum was a highly knowledgeable man. I had a long conversation with him, and he told me the origin of the hexagram from his perspective. And he said it's actually a symbol of our one God. We all have the same symbol. And they said they're not against the Jews. They have no problem with the Jews. He says they have a problem with Zionism. So what do? You create the problem. And you ferment the problem, but you don't find the solution. Because all the world must be duped into believing that peace in the end is better than confrontation, even if it takes giving up your religious principles. Satan wants even the smallest worshipper under his feet. There are the symbols of the pagan religions of the Aleppo Museum. They're exactly the same as they come through the ages. There's the symbol of Islam, and it comes from forever. There it is, the ancient symbol of the cross, which is the symbol which will be on most of the notes in Europe now. And if you're wondering why we have so many of these yantras, let me show you what they mean. Here is the bull lying on his side, and rolled up over here you have the yantra. Let me enlarge that for you. That's what it looks like. You'll have it on all the New Age symbols and the occult ones and the drug world. It's the symbol of the phallus. Want to see it again? There it is. It's the phallus of the bull, and the bull is the symbol of Lucifer. Through the phallic system, he controls the world. So there you have the yantras and the solar wheels. These are the symbols of the workers' organizations of the world. These are the symbols of sun worship. These are the ones we will find in the New World Order. By 1978, Pope John Paul I is elected, but he rules only 33 days. And there's good speculation that he was perhaps poisoned. Perhaps he didn't fit the bill as precisely as he should. He was very interested in cleaning the act within the church, but they want a political agenda. So this man is removed, and this one comes in its place. Now I'm going to end with this section, because we're going to deal in the next lecture with this man. My Pope, that's what Mary says, Paul II, I confirm for you is the Pope of my secret, the Pope about whom I spoke to the children during the apparitions, the Pope of my love and the Pope of my sorrows, thunder of justice. This is the Pope that will set up the final movements according to the visionaries of Mary and Father Gobi and all of those visionaries that we dealt with in the lecture, Signs and Wonders. And what is this vision? Let's consult the pontifical professor Malachi Martin, Keys of this Blood. Clearly the new agenda, heaven's agenda, the grand Masonic language, design of God for the new world order had begun. Everything was in place. And Pope John Paul would stride now in the arena of the millennium endgame as something more than a geopolitical giant of his age. He was and remains the serene and confident servant of the grand design, the top man, all power seated in him. Whether he controls it personally is neither here nor there, but that is the symbol that is held up to the world. Whether the Black Pope does it behind the scene is neither here nor there, but he is the symbol. He is the man of sin who will enforce the laws which will bring about the final confrontation. And then this last enemy will be heralded as the enemy, the fascist, the Christo-fascist sect that is against all peace and righteousness on this earth. Finally, the man in white has got the world united, and peace can reign, and one group stands in his way. We're going to see something interesting, such as the world has never seen. Now we're going to start tomorrow with this Pope. Not tomorrow, it's the day after, and we're going to go through to tomorrow, or the day after, because the lecture is then. And then we will see where we stand in the stream of time. So that is a little different perspective on history. Everyone in control, up to this day, is Masonic. And all the leaders, 99.999% of them, are Masonic. And I'll show you that as we go along. It's a terrible agenda. But the Lord has predicted it, and so there's no need to be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. This is exciting. May the Lord bless you as you ponder these things, and thank you for coming.